Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the audience, by the nice presentation so far, visions, dreams, by the lovely lunch, and also a bit nervous today, because, as you can hear probably, English is not my native tongue. If I look at the number of people in the audience, we exceed the number of employees within our company. But the biggest challenge today is getting you, preventing you being hit by the after lunch dip. So let's see how this will go. First of all, let me introduce ourselves. I'm here with my colleague Jamilla Ettema. She's knowledge manager, and in a few minutes she will share the deployment of the knowledge management platform. She will also show our benefits and our next steps for the future. As for myself, I'm a delivery manager. And what do I deliver? The customer service within our company. And our company is called in full TransLink Systems Limited, in short TransLink. And we are based in Amersfoort, in the central part of the Netherlands. It was founded 24 years ago, nowadays owned by all 9 Dutch public transport operators, in short, PTOs. We facilitate the operation of the nationwide contactless payment systems, OV, which stands for Openbaar Vervoer, the Dutch word for public transit, OV chipcard, and OV Pay. For the country's entire public transport network. And yearly we process approximately 2.4 billion transactions in our back-end systems. So you could say we are a fintech company. This year we continue to work on our mission, and that is delivering trustworthy, reliable continuation of the OV chipcard service and the further introduction of OVP. For over 20 years now, we delivered a payment system, the system to check in, check out in public transit with the OV chipcard, which is a card-based service. There's a MyFare chip at the card, but as you might know, MyFare is about end of life, and that's why we need to move on to a newer system, which is actually an account-based system based on EMV, your card, MasterCard, Visa card. And I hear some of you thinking, yeah, but in London we have the Oyster card for years. I believe in Singapore, in Hong Kong we've got the card. That's true. But I believe that in the Netherlands we are the only company so far in the world which are connecting all the PTOs nationwide to this payment system. So, I heard figures coming by this morning. I believe British Telecom had 18 million connected wired premises. Well, that's the same as the Dutch population, but a small country, big challenges as well. We have to migrate 15 million OV chipcard cardholders towards a new payment system. And we did that. It's actually a little bit outdated. For 90% of all public transport check-in and check-out is being done by the new system, the OV Pay system, which in fact is only done by cards, your debit card or credit card so far. To be able to migrate from the one system towards the other, all the subscriptions we need to attach to a new specified card, and that's the OV Pass. So the latter 80% will still have to come. Okay. Why then we need knowledge management? I have to get back a little bit in time. Over 3 years ago, in the end of COVID, I started with TransLink. Not to found out some weeks ago when I started that my senior management told me, actually, this job is going to die pretty quickly because we are going to migrate to a new payment system, and the public transport operators will take the customer service themselves. So I thought, okay, next job solicitation, I need to ask one more question. But to find out a couple of weeks later that we were being granted, as the interoperable organization that we are, that the public transport operators granted the customer service as well. At that time, I'm working for over 30 years in customer service organizations, so I'm not afraid of meeting new challenges, meeting new industries, because customer service is a profession as itself. But what I found out is that every time I was inquiring about how the service processes worked at TransLink, the answers I received were, yeah, I think you can find it there, or I think you can find it in another place, like PDFs, SharePoint. And when I finally found documentation, the next question I asked was, okay, how valid, how correct is this information? And I again received answers I disliked. I think it's okay, I think it's updated. So actually, my first need for knowledge management was pure frustration. Because, yeah, as you talked about dreams, my dream was, okay, if you have to build a new customer service world for our new payment system, then we need a central place of knowledge, where the knowledge will be updated as soon as possible, and you can rely on that content, on that knowledge. So I started September 21. In December 21, I plead in a senior strategy meeting for knowledge management. And to be quite honest, after working 30 years in customer service, creating handheld, manuals myself in utmost attempt, I must confess, now I know that knowledge management is a profession at itself as well. I was really prepared to look for another job if they didn't go along. To my big surprise, it didn't took me a lot of effort to convince senior management of starting and building a knowledge management operation. And we couldn't do that alone. So we hired a Dutch company, TKC, sorry for that. And in the awareness that we needed a consistent and comprehensive knowledge for me at the right time, in the right channel, for the right target group, which was trustworthy, we hired that company. And first we did an inspirational session with some stakeholders, and after that we did a full discovery in which, together with TKC, we defined the strategy, the business objectives, the place and role in the organization, not the least to mention the 5 knowledge management processes. We set up requirements for a system, and we defined the metrics we needed to pull out of that system. So if you just have a look at the impression of the picture at the left side, we've got domestic international travelers to deal with, customer service organizations, amongst the resellers, the public transport operators, the banks, support teams, and not to at least our employees. So one of the things we generated were our objectives. And one of the most important ones was to increase self-service, because our contact strategy is digital first, not only, because we need to be inclusive for all Dutch travelers. One of the main objectives of this nationwide program is to reach a 9+ traveler experience in terms of customer satisfaction. And of course, we've got customers, actually those are our PTOs. And from the customer service department, we are serving the customers of our customers. So there that's why I make a distinction between customers and travelers. We also we wanted to increase the first call resolution, also decreasing the average handling time. And besides that, we wanted to decrease time to train new users, to train new advisors. But also, if you say you're customer-centric, the other side of the coin, according to my opinion, is that you also say we need to be employee-centric as well, because they have to serve the customers. And last but not least, we figured out that at the beginning of a new world, creating a new service world, we definitely needed to decrease content creation time and the translation of the content. You see some of them are bold, and that's the points I used for the business case. And we have seen some examples already that an increase in self-service and decrease of average handling time, an increase of first call resolution, that's easy to calculate. 9+ traveler experience a little more less. Although decreasing average handling time, I find always a bit tricky, because the more you deflect from live channels towards self-service channels, the more complex questions remain, with the possibility that your average handling time will decrease. Okay. Why e-gain? In short, we found out that the e-gain product was aligned with our, I believe, 120 requirements list. They offered a lot of out-of-the-box APIs and integration, and the term I really love is bring your own channels, business intelligence, backends, because we had to align with all other backend systems as well. Because we are building a new brand, also the rich content personalization and customizable templates was a big plus. And the philosophy of knowledge being the central hub for all users. For me now it's a no-brainer, but that philosophy still carries on. And also the state-of-the-art AI-powered content creation capabilities in multiple languages, and to be able to publish that quickly was also a big plus. And one of the things that pulled us over the line was that all those items were proved by live demos, and that was a really important part of our request for information traject. Okay, you notice I can talk for hours for this, but the real deployment since last year, Jamilla can tell you far more about it. So please give her a warm welcome.
Thank you, Marc.
Yours.
Thank you. Well, I'm excited to be here, so thank you. But I'm also a little bit nervous because it's my first time doing a presentation in English. So if I'm looking for words, I'm really looking for words, but it's going to be okay. The deployment journey. Well, actually, my role was not there yet. I started a year ago because Marc created my role, because there was no knowledge management team within TransLink. So I'm really glad you did that. Thank you. Because I heard you this morning, Stacy. It's so nice to be in knowledge management at the moment, because it's so important, and it's so nice to tell everyone in the company, but also outside the company, how important it is that you have your knowledge in order for next steps ahead. And what we did, because we bought e-gain, and then I was starting, what we did was we made 2 portals, a web portal for the self-service, and also support for our agents. We have a first and second line agents. This is one portal where we made 2 roles. TKC helped us with this because we needed a lot of work before that. We had the SharePoint, we had another knowledge system, we had these papers where were all agents just writing anything on, we had Excel sheets, we had a lot of sources. So they helped us, for example, with taxonomy. I don't know if any of you guys know what it is. Please raise your hand if you do. Oh, okay. I'm glad you do. You were really enthusiastic. They also helped us with the technical parts. For example, the SSO, but also the deployment with the web self-service. We had templates to make, and we are also busy with doing research for the AI-generated insert answers. So this is Kim. This is our knowledge hub. We called her Kim because we have all short names within TransLink. We have Faye, we have Pim, we have Kim. So we thought, okay, Kim is a nice name. Knowledge, information, management. Ah, yes, we know it all. In October 2024, I was looking for the word, we launched the Agent Hub. It's a support for the agents to read the FAQs, but also the news section, and we also have the work instructions. Right here you see the categories we made in a taxonomy. It are the same categories what we have on the website. We also have a top 5 based on the usage of the agents. So the top 5 from the first line agents is different than the second line agents, for example. We have mandatory articles, news articles, and amended articles. For example, if you have a 3-week vacation and you come back from vacation and you open the agent portal, you see, oh, there's a lot of difference in process, or I didn't read my news sections yet. So then you know what to read. I think you both mentioned it in the morning, but the feedback loop is really something important for our content team, because this is the way we get feedback from our agents. So they provide us with the information they need to serve our customers. Let me look what's standing there. Yeah, for example, this is a template of a news item. Agents always know where to find their information because we use the same templates for the FAQs, for the instructions, for the news. In the top of the article, for example, you see where it's about, for example, this is an article for the traveler, and when you need to use it. So, for example, when there is an incident, if it's resolved, yes or no. This is the web portal. This is the portal we have on our website. We have an English version of the website and also a Dutch version. So we have 2 portals. Right here you see the same categories as we have in Kim, the knowledge portal. But we also have a top 3 listed. It's based on the usage of our customers on the web portal. It's real-time knowledge, and again, it's the same template what we also use for the agents. On top, you see the FAQ, and when you click on a topic, you see the FAQs within that topic. So it's really easy to find. And also, the feedback from our customers is really important. Most of the times you see some tools within a website and you can just put on some feedback. But what we need for this feedback is that we know what the customer needs. What question does the customer ask on our web portal? Because on the app, we have different questions than the agents has or on a website. So this is where we get all of the feedback from our customers. We see, for example, that the English customer needs other information than the Dutch customer, because the Dutch customer already knows how public transfer is based in the Netherlands. If you come out of the Netherlands, I think you know, then you want to know, oh, how does it work? Can I just check in with my credit or debit card, or do I need something else? So these questions are a lot different. Well, we have different language, I already told. And we work together with design team, also with the web team, and also with the app team. So it's really a collaboration between us all. Then I want to take a look at the authoring side. This is the knowledge hub within eGain for our content team. You see the different colors on the right. This is how we can select which part of the article you need to show in which portal. So for example, the purple or think part is only for the first line agents. And then you have the blue part, it's only for the second part. But you can also say the green part we want to show for the agents, so first and second line. And the white part is only for the customer. So this is something we built together with eGain, and it works perfect because we only have one article. And if we want to use AI for later usage, we always have one single source of truth. So it works perfect for the authoring side. What we also made with this, we have two different products. As Marc mentioned, we have the overchip card, but we also have traveling with betaalpas, with credit card or debit card. So what we could also do is select which text is for what product. And of course, we also have the AI tool. We have a team of 4 people within TransLink. So we don't have time to do the authoring all by ourselves. This is what really helps us doing this, because sometimes we have a lot of PDFs of technical things. And if we have to read this and make normal instruction for the agents, it will cost a lot of time. So we just put it into eGain and then it's summarized, or it can make an article. And also before the system we had a translator. We don't need this anymore. We just put it into eGain and then we translate it into another language. We will look at the text before we put it on live, but it helps us save money and save time. Yeah, this is an example if we want to translate it into English. Oh, wait a second. This is the feedback section. So we have different folders, also the same as the category. So as a content team, we also know which content is in what category, but we also see when someone gives us feedback on what article, how many feedback is given on this. So it's really a management system for us to manage the content and to see what we have to improve. And of course, you want to know the benefits. Well, first of all, we were really happy to go live. This is a picture of Marc when we choose the name Kim. We had a big cake with our partner in Spain. And we also had some chocolate with other agents. These are some reactions from our agents when we went live with the portal, because they were really happy. And you see it in the satisfaction. The dark blue one was before launching the portal, and the light one was afterwards. So you see it's increased by 14%, and we are just live for 1 quarter. So I'm curious what it's about after a year. We have a second and a first line. Our first line agents can only informate our customer. They are not able to do any actions. So we have a lot of cases. Cases we need to transfer between first and second line agents. And what you saw before is that there was not enough information for the second line agents to really get into action. And the instructions into the portal, Kim, helped these agents to get a full case. And you see difference from 60%. So this really helps a lot with waste. And this is for the self-service. I think you also showed something on the self-service. You see an increase for 3% in the first quarter. So it really helps with one of our main goals. And this is mobile first, but not only. So the self-service on the website. Well, what's next? There's a lot next. I'm looking to you, Stacey, because I can really relate on how nice it is to be a knowledge manager at this moment, because there's happening a lot. And we have the Knowledge Hub right now. We're just exploring the phase of the advisor desktop, so the mail solution and case-based. So this is what we're going to do for, well, I think we're not going to look after a year. We're just going to look at this year, and then from there on further. First, we're going to integrate the advisor desktop, and then we're going to look on integrating the web portal with the knowledge portal. Right now, we have a kind of redirect to our knowledge system and our website, but we want to have APIs, so we have real-time knowledge on this. So we're working on that. We also want to optimize the knowledge, of course. I'm really curious about AI agents, so I'm going to do the demo as well. And also want to integrate knowledge and CRM using out-of-the-box APIs. So this is what next. A lot to come. Thank you for hearing us, guys. And until next.